What up, everybody? How you guys doing out there? Whew, only 10 minutes late? Hey, it's not that bad for me. That's all I could say on that. It's not that bad for me. It's been worse. Let's get a tweet out there, huh? Let's get a tweet into the world. Get cutoffs going too. I have no idea what this champion's actually gonna go for, guys, but I'm gonna leave the cutoffs right there. Actually, hold on. Let me look up what the 4-star went for. 5-star I know went super low. Let me see what the 4-star went for. Oh my god, the 4-star went for 6.58 million. Okay, you know what? We're gonna drop the 4-star to 8 million. Okay. Alright. Let's leave it at that. There we go. Just at Marvel Champions. I actually don't have anything to say. What's up, everybody? Jaden, first one here, followed by Sean Kelly, Zetahoven. Am I saying that right? Zetahoven, baby. Lori Reed is in here. Poos on Poos. Jacob Davis, Mac 1978. What up? What up? Got Monster Matt. Mestar Game, J Money Steck, got Yuki, got Rel in here, Kanga Janga. What's up, everybody? Alright, let's see. Well, I guess we'll throw out I actually really have no idea what to say anymore for these tweets, guys. I'm out of ideas. But we'll go with another Diablo 2 reference. Diablo is Diablo certainly isn't the Lord of Destruction, is he? Winky face. P.S. I am now Lord. Alright. For those of you who are not familiar with Diablo, Lord of Destruction is the name of the expansion for Diablo 2. I think Diablo himself is actually the Lord of Terror, so he's definitely not Lord of Destruction anyway, even in his own game. But anyway, tweet. I mean, Baal was the final boss of Lord of Destruction, so I'm guessing that's is Baal the Lord of Destruction? I don't know the Diablo lore all that much. Baal the Lord of Destruction. Okay, yeah, okay. But hey, it's the name of the expansion. All right, people. That's the important part. It's the name of the expansion. All right. What's up, Star? Star, I had no idea that you were gonna be a mod. Congrats on your green color out there in the world. I don't know if I should be scared of the power that you now wield over on the Reddits. But congrats on the mod status over there. I think Reddit just got better. What's up, Ilac? Throwing out the bug. All right, you know what? We need to not mess around today. I actually have stuff to do. We got to hit the arena because it's not looking good. I didn't really do much last round, and I don't have much done this round. As a matter of fact, I didn't start yet. So let's just start with the basic arena, shall we? That sounds like a good place to start. Sounds like a great place to start. BG, thoughts on parry and assassin? Parry, essential, of course. You gotta have parry. If you're a little bit new to the game or something, make sure you pick up parry. Yep. when is arena ever looking good for you lately? Yeah, whatever. There's been times I've done alright in the arena. When those 4,000 shards, when those 4,000 5-star shards were in here, I cleaned up, man. I got them 3 out of 4 times. But okay, anyway, back to the bugs you're talking about. Okay, all right. I did watch that. Dave hit me up. Well, he didn't hit me up, but we were just talking, and we were talking about it. Yeah, I don't know. It sounds like some BS, man. What can I say? He told me that, like, the response that that they said or something, and it sounds like BS. Hopefully they just I mean, okay, so here, although it sounds like BS, there is a problem. There is a problem in that, like, certain champions, if they do fix it the right way, the way it should be, which is that we should just get the attack, right? The champion should get the attack. If they're below 50% health, like Quake should be doing, you know, she should have 20% more attack with maxed out courage, right? The only thing that could potentially be a problem is that she's already very powerful. So now what do? You know, like when they designed Quake, when they made Quake, I mean that was after courage was already in the game, right? So it's kind of a sticky situation. But it did sound like some. I mean, I don't know, man. They could have answered a little bit better, I feel. It did sound a little bit like BS. But yeah, I mean, hopefully they just fix it. Hopefully they just fix it the right way. It could figure out a way for you to do an AMA. Ask me anything on Reddit sometime. Would you want to? Sure. I could do an AMA. I mean, I figured I already do one of those every night anyway. The only reason I was a little bit hesitant is because, you know, some people like me, some people don't. And over on the Reddits, you got everybody. You know what I mean? But I would do one. Not sure if you heard, but we shall once again touch tips. Cade, are you coming back, dude? Are you coming back? It's gonna be good to have you back, dude. I've missed you. What was the response? Oh, we can go look at the response. It wasn't that bad a response, but it was a little bit of BS in there. Let's go take a look at it together, shall we? Hang on, I'm going to the forums right now. The hell is it? Oh, here we go. Couldn't find it for a second there. All right, let me kill this Heimdall real quick, unless he's gonna kill me. The solution is not to play Quake at all. Her playstyle is downright boring to me. I'm not a huge fan of it either, Poos and Poos. So I understand where you're coming from, but I mean, you can't take Quake away from some people. Some people love Quake. Some people, that's their favorite champion in the entire game. Does Magic need to be awakened? I have a gem for her. I go back and forth on it. Like you can play her without her being awakened, but I think her awakened ability is actually super important. So I would definitely awaken her if you have a gem. BG and Vaughn boost in the loyalty store. I grabbed it already. I was planning to stock up. Well, it's not gonna happen. I'm short on loyalty. Oh no, grotesque. Damn, dude. Sorry to hear that, man. Is there any way? Do you have any war crystals maybe that you could pop open? That's the only way I could think of to get some immediate loyalty boost. BG ranking my Starkey up and wondering if and what his duped ability does exactly worthy of a generic. Stark Spidey is worthy of a generic, yes. He gains a ton of crit. He gains a bunch of crit. I mean, the biggest part, there's like 3 different parts to his awakened ability. The biggest part is that he gains a massive amount of crit for each poise charge, and he can go up to about like 65% or so crit. About 65% crit if you have all 10 poise charges, roughly. Of course, you know it depends on sig level and stuff like that. The second biggest part is that taunts last 2 seconds longer, which is actually really useful as well. So yeah, he's worthy of a generic. He can be played without it. So if you wanted to, if it was between like Stark Spidey and Void, they were going to be awakening, I would give it to Void since you could still play both champions then. But if you don't have another champion, then Stark Spidey absolutely worthy. Okay. Anyway, let's look at the response. So for those of you who are unaware, Dave made a video. Recommend checking it out. basically Courage and Assassin, certain abilities you don't actually gain any plus attack for them. You don't gain any plus damage. So he showed in the video himself using Quake. You know, he's charging up. It was dealing like 400 and something damage, and then he got hit a few times. He dropped below 50% health. He was then charging up again and was doing the exact same number of damage. And then the enemy went below 18% health into Assassin's range, and the damage was still the same. And he has those masteries maxed out. So let's see what the exact response was. Thank you, Dave. Let me zoom in a little here. Thank you, Dave, for taking the time to make this video. We've spoken to our team to find out what is going on and can confirm that this isn't a bug, but the result of the age of these masteries. These masteries have been the same since they were first introduced. Now, here's the first part of this that is a little bit funny to me is Courage. I could understand Courage has been around for, you know, I guess not since the start of I guess, you know, I wasn't around long enough for the start of this game, but apparently there was no masteries when the game was first introduced. But then they added masteries, and then a long time afterwards, Assassin was added. I could understand a little bit more if it was just Courage, but both of them, that's not, I don't know, man. Anyway, Courage and Assassin, I mean, yeah, hold on. Let me back up again. The way I'm saying this, too, is I'm making it sound like, I think they're doing it on purpose, and that's not the case. All I'm saying is I think they should fix it. But anyway, let's continue on. Courage and Assassin do not raise your attack stat on their own, but boost your attack on every hit. Yeah, that is dumb. They have never affected damage over time debuffs that procced off of something that does not hit the opponent. This is because when these masteries were created, we had no way to apply a bonus to any stat based on your real-time health as it moved up and down. We had to check your current health each and every time we wanted to trigger that bonus. At the time, we also didn't have any abilities like this that dealt damage without a hit. We're going to rewrite the description text to avoid any further confusion. So this is the bad part right here. We're going to rewrite the description text to avoid any further confusion. But there is that was the first message, and then someone said, so instead of updating the masteries to apply all forms of attack to properly correct the issue, you're adding disclaimers to allow for some attacks to be excluded. Seems like the easy way out. Update the mastery is not out of the question. I mean, this is I mean, something we might consider. Oh, let me just finish reading, I guess. And something we might consider in the future, because of just far-reaching their issues are. Updating the effectiveness of a mastery can be pretty scary. It will take time for us to be able to assess the updated effect, and we'll have to do that before we can look at actually updating them. Okay, so I mean, they might update them. They might update them in the way that you know, people would get the attack. I mean, I understand. Like I said, you know, Quake is already very powerful. What if you do give her a bunch more attack? You know, could it create an issue? Maybe. I think it'll be fine though. I don't think it's going to be that big a deal. I mean, you think about 20% attack when you're below 50% health. You already gain so much from like plus you know, from suicide masteries and boosts and all that kind of thing. What's another 20%? I don't think it's going to be game breaking. There might be other champions that I'm not considering, where it maybe it would be a problem. So I could understand why they would be hesitant just to change it, but I just think that they should have. It just seems like right out of the gate they were just like, yeah, we're just gonna update the text, and that was like, come on, dude. Like, maybe start with something like this, like, oh man, explain why it wasn't working, and then say, you know, we're gonna look into getting it fixed or something like that. I don't know. Maybe they didn't want to get people's hopes up that it was gonna be fixed and then be let down later. I don't know, man. But yeah, this is not a good solution. Like this is I mean, you want to have the masteries be as like clear and concise as possible, in my opinion, right? How to be game breaking for her, but it's not being applied to the likes of Ghost or Corvus or any other heavy hitter that's already getting the benefits of them. Yeah, exactly. It wouldn't be. It wouldn't be. All I'm saying is, like, maybe there was some situation that I can't think of where it would be, but, I mean, somebody should just go through all of the champions, see if there's anything that would be game-breaking if they fix this. Like, don't even respond. Just say we're looking into it. Don't give any other, like, if this is what I would, if I was in their shoes, I would say, you know, this is good, perfect. And then don't say anything. Have somebody go through each and every champion. Make sure there's not going to be anything game breaking if they, you know, they did gain this boost to attack or something like that. And then say whether or not you can fix it or whatever. I don't know, man. Anyway, that's what's going on. Not the best way to handle it, really. Champions that plays dots damage over time without attacking. Dormammu's attacks will still make contact, but champions like Iceman, who can place his cold snap right from the beginning of the fight, will not have the strength of the dot increased. Just changes the text to fit there. It's not a bug. So yeah, it's pretty lame. It is pretty lame. It's great that they were communicating, but man, there's some times where maybe you should just hold back a little bit and not communicate so fast. And dude, I don't know, man. I can't. Oh man. It's rough to think that was like the first solution. It was like, okay, we'll update the the text of the mastery. I don't know, man. At least come back. Like if that was the solution that you had to go with, at least at least sit on it for a few days. Look at any other possible solution. And then be like, you know what, guys? Sorry, but we looked at their options, whatever. It has to be this way for whatever reason. Wait, BG, what are you talking about? I just got here. There's a bug going on. Check out Dork Lessons channel. Dorky Diggity Dave made a video explaining what's going on. I didn't do such a good job of explaining it myself. I haven't gotten a lot of sleep in the past few days, so I'm a little bit. My words, my thoughts, they're a little bit discombobulated at the moment. Demiak, really? What's up with Demiak? Oh, that's not actually the thing, right? You're just saying that's something that they would do. Yeah, it's up there with some of the dumbest poop I've heard in a while. Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad, man. BJ found my Hyperion so useful against uncollected Red Hulk. Stunlock was never so valued. Wait. Oh, the uncollected Red Hulk. Okay. Sorry, I missed that part. Nice. Yeah. Oh, man. Hyperion's actually really good for that fight. Stunlock is nice. If you have the Despair Mastery, the special ones, reducing the healing is awesome. But what if it took 3 days and had the same salt? Is that a word? I don't think they would have the same answer after 3 days. I would hope not. I would hope they'd figure something out. Figure anything out. But yeah. It's not a bug, BG. Kebab said so. Yeah, my bad. It's not a bug, guys. It's not a bug. BG, who should be my first rank 5 5-star? Awaken Cap, Infinity, Voodoo, MODOK, Unawaken Emma, Gwenpool, or Starkey? Lord Kujang, who do you like? Who do you use? Your rank 5, it's really a very personal choice, man. You gotta go with The champion that you are comfortable with, the champion that you're using the most. Who do you like the most out of that list? I would not go with an unawakened Emma. Is that supposed to be unawakened Emma, Gwenpool, or Starkey? I would not go with any of those champions unawakened. I wouldn't go with Gwenpool, period. But I certainly wouldn't go with any of those champions unawakened. I mean, Stark Spidey, maybe. Yeah, Stark Spidey, maybe, actually. But any of the others, you know, very much so a personal preference. BG, think I'm going to be doing that sell champ thing Lax did a while back for old champs in the arena, like my boy Electro this round. I need all the shards I can get for Blade. Okay. It's a decent strategy, especially when the champion goes pretty low like this. It's not a terrible idea. Could spend that time in other arenas if you so choose to, but BG, how many units do you think I will get out of 2 million battle chips? This is my goal. 2 million battle chips will give you roughly 3,600 units. Give or take a couple of hundred, but that's about what it averages out to be. What's up? Wait. I feel like I already said what's up to Dicer, but I can't remember. Yeah, man, I'm very out of it. If I didn't say what's up already, Dicer, what's going on, man? I saw your name in the chat before, and I can't remember if I said I. Red Hulk eats incinerates, Brian. Don't do that to Uncollected Red Hulk. Oh my god, you're right. That was a terrible idea. Buy 1/5 of a 6-star DPX for $400. Oh, those deals that were out? Yeah, I think somebody linked those before in the chat. They were pretty bad. What's crazy is this is just found by DDD and been like this forever. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't affect that many champions, I don't think, right? But still, that is pretty annoying. That's pretty frustrating. Sure, Soln is word of the day now. Ah, son of a... Alright, fine. Soln means... I guess story. That's what it sounded like when you were saying it. So I'm going with story. If it's not it, then please teach me the ways of the words. BG, you keep referring to it as a bug. Clearly you're confused. It's not a bug. Don't worry, they might fix the non-bug in the future. Yeah. Well, technically, no matter what, it's a bug if they are going to be updating the description. Like, maybe the description's bugged? No? Not even on a technicality? Maybe not. Chris sent over $2 saying, am I first? You are first indeed. And I think you know. I think you know what happens when you're first. Nothing happens. We just keep playing arena. Slap. Thank you, dude. Appreciate it, man. BJ took my 4-star Omega Red to rank 5 today. Not entirely sure why. I just did it. Nice, dude. I actually took up a 4-star to rank 5 today myself, too. First time in a long time. I took up Massacre. He was at rank 3. It took him straight to rank 5 because I'm bringing him to war today, and I'm scared, and I just need every last little bit of power I can get. BG, what kind of a-hole still plays his magic on 44? What is node 44 anyway? Is that... That's Spite, isn't it? I think that's Spite, right? Because 42 is the node I take, and then I think Flare right next to it is 43. And then Spite's 44? Is that what it is? Help, rank 5 Ghost, second rank 5 after Corvus, or rank 4 Void, Series Tier 2 Alpha shorted, so it could only be one or the other for a while. Possibly thinking of using Ghost as my Labyrinth option. I mean, if you can use her to clear Labyrinth, like if you're gonna hop in there right away, and that will give you the Tier 2 Alpha to rank 4 Void or something like that, then I would say go Ghost. Otherwise, I would say don't go Ghost because you already have high damage output in the form of Corvus. You want to diversify your rank ups a little bit. You don't want to go all just pure DPS. Then you're going to come across a challenge where you need some utility, and you're going to be screwed. So yeah, only go with Ghost if you're immediately going to hop in to Labyrinth and get some more resources out of it. My thoughts on hilariously low cutoff for 4-star Dibbles. I actually laughed out loud when I read the 6.58 million cutoff. I think I'll pick up the 4-star for poops and giggles if he's going to go this low. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much my thoughts, man. Yeah, if he's going that low, why not, right? Let's go back to your Gwenpool Labyrinth runs and see if her bleeds got stronger, BG. I'm pretty sure they did, Ilac. I think they said as long as you're making physical contact, the damage is increased. I remember testing Courage as well, and I think I used Gwenpool to test. You know what? Let me go check my channel on that real quick. Long time ago, I think I made this video. Because the test was supposed to be like, if you start the fight below 50% health, do you still get the boost compared to dropping below 50% or something like that? I don't know. That or was just another one of those ideas that I never got around to actually doing. But I think I made this one. This was back when I was actually a YouTuber and I was testing abilities and stuff. Yep, the old Courage Mastery test. Let's see when I made this. Oh, May 26th of well, damn, I guess it's like almost 2 years ago now. Jesus. Who did I use? I did use Gwenpool for this. Yeah, the test was a success as well. I remember that. Oh. What is this top comment? Hey guys, I've gotten a lot of comments saying the damage increase is not 20%. Just how the math works because of all the other plus attack that I have in the build. When I'm not below 50%, I have about plus 70 attack from other masteries. So it's just adding 20% of my base attack and not my already buffed attack. Yeah, there we go. That too. Alright, anyway. You were a YouTuber? Holy poop. I know. I know. It's nuts. BG, do you think cutoffs will be much lower for the time being because of arena bans? If so, will it go up again after they find better bots? I think it'll be... Yeah, I mean, I think of course taking out the bots lowered the cutoffs. I don't think, you know, it's not going to be like this for the next featured champion though. You know what I mean? Like Diablo is a special case where this dude just sucks. But you know, pretty soon it'll be relatively close to where it was. I think it also encourages more people to enter the arena as well. Now that the bots are gone, or at least most of the bots or whatever, the most common bots. Now that those are gone, they're like, oh wait, I can get a decent amount of rewards with not competing against bots? Okay, let me do arena. So, you know, it evens out a little bit that way. And then over time, yeah, eventually I'm sure people will find other ways to bot and all that kind of stuff. Hopefully those people just get banned though, right? Pretty, I mean, the one thing about this game, it is pretty discouraging to cheat. A lot of people still try to do it anyway. But it is pretty discouraging to cheat now that Kabam has actually started issuing bans, you know? Like before, they just weren't banning people, and they'd be like, oh, we're going to suspend you for a couple of days. Don't do that again. Anyway, I can prevent myself from rage quitting this game. Really, you gotta have a patient mindset going into it. This game is slow and steady. This is a marathon, not a sprint. Was always the best term I've heard to describe it. So yeah, just have patience. Just know things are gonna be slow, and find some friends to take the journey with you. ABG, I just became uncollected. Nice, dude. Congrats. What are Legends times going for nowadays? And just doing a run soon. It's roughly around 3 hours and 15 minutes, I think. Someone asked me the other day, and I said 3 hours and 20, and they said they got that time and they missed. So, 3:15. Oh, Chris saying I just did last month's in 3:11. There you go. BJ knows so many people that don't have Blade and are not going to save for him. I got my first Blade from his crystal last year. Tell them they're making a huge mistake. Well, I can't say they're making a mistake because I'm doing the exact same thing. Maybe I'm making the same mistake too, but I'm not going for Blade either. What's it called? I want Blade. I very much so want Blade, but there's a ton of other champions that I want too. When Blade was first released, he really was the champion to go for. He was the champion to get. If you got, like, the difference between someone having Blade and not having Blade at that time was kind of insane. It was pretty ridiculous. I'm shocked that Kabam didn't end up nerfing him. But, compared to the champions that they've been releasing, they've now released a ton of champions that are, more powerful than Blade, I would say, in a lot of ways. Like, he's still really good, but there's champions out there that are even better. That combined with, like, for an entire year, they just released champions that countered Blade. Like, every single champion was immune to bleed, or shrugged off bleed, or gained a bonus when they had a bleed on them. Like, it was pretty nuts. Hey Ryan, I've drinked. I don't know the right word. I consumed almost an entire half gallon of milk today. Now it's here anything, just straight milk. That's a lot of milk. We've seen this cycle before. They do arena bans, the cuffs go down soon after they jump back up for a good while again. Now the first time we've gone down this road. Yeah, pretty much. First week or two I played MCOC, tried finding unit and gold hacks just to buy energy refills to continue playing. In that, you were a bad boy back then. Oh wait, hold on. Where did that comment go? Feel that I finished my labyrinth, but I forgot to record because I was drunk. Wait, did you actually complete it or not then? Congrats if you did. Congrats if you made it through. My first Blade featured crystal was a Blade. It felt like the king of the Kabam Empire. You were. If that was your first one, then you were. Someone in Old Alliance got a 5... Dude, alright. Like, how is this fight still going on? Someone Old Alliance got a 5-star on a page from his first 5-star crystal. Were we in the same alliance together? Because that's the first 5-star that I got. Iron Patriot. Pulled my third 5-star tonight and got Iceman. I was actually tempted to save for Blade, but happy I did not. Nice. Great champion. BG, why you banned me? I didn't ban you, but if you were spamming or something like that, see your name popping up lots in the chat. Just relax. Anyone tell me why Brian Grant never answered my question? I never saw your question. But just relax, take it easy, man. We're all here just to chill out, have a good time. Try asking your question again. There's a few hundred people in here, so I try my best to read as many as possible. But you gotta have some understanding. BG currently have 1.6 million battle chips. How many units is this? That is approximately... carry the... You got approximately about 2850 units. Give or take a tiny bit. 1.6 is about 2850. 2880 is actually a better estimate, but yeah. You never know. I mean, you could come out with a very low amount of units, or you could hit the jackpot and come out with a ton more units than that. But yeah, on average, it's going to be about that much. Yeah, but BG usually get done with all my arenas after the second day, and champs in the basic go super low nowadays. And don't have the roster to go for even milestones in 5-star featured. Okay. Go for it then. whatever you think is going to get you the most amount of shards, I support that decision. As long as you're not just selling champions to never get them back. As long as you're getting them back, which you are. Oh, I dropped my block. Dude, can I just be on the infinite streak already? My god. ABG, who should be my second rank 5 champ? Spark, Magic, Void, all duped. Sentinel, Hype, unduped. I like Sent the most, but he's unduped. Gold 1, first rank 5 is Blade. Well, you've got a lot of good options there. I wouldn't go with Sentinel. I like him too, but without him being awakened, I wouldn't go with him. He'll be there for maybe your next one. Maybe you can get an Awakening Gem or just pull him again out of the crystals or something like that. So he'll be there, but I would recommend going with someone else first. As for who? Yeah, I mean Stark Spidey, Magic, and Void. They're all amazing. Stark Spidey has the best synergy with Blade, but I'd say you got to really look at your path in Alliance War or just what you feel like champion that you feel like you need the most, and just go with that champion. All three of those are great. I would avoid the Sentinel though. Yo BG Siski made some green beans for dinner. Your fave green food: broccoli, cabbage, cilantro, lettuce, cucumber, spinach, lime jello, kiwi, honeydew, edamame, or other. Peas. My favorite green food is peas. I have a lot of favorite green foods. I'm a fan of lettuce. But when I said favorite green foods, I was thinking more like candy. Like sour green apple candy and stuff like that, So yeah. How many rank 1 5-stars you got left to rank? I've got 1. Kamala Khan. Kamala Khan is my only 5-star left at rank 1. Could have ranked her today, but I needed to use the resources on Killmonger. Even though I doubt that I'm actually going to use him in this war, just in case. Just in case, man. I'm a little bit nervous about this one. I'm going to be fighting. Hopefully, I'm going to be fighting the Thing boss. The only reason I say hopefully is because the path leading up to it looks dangerous as well, but no, I should be able to get there. And then Thing boss. Whoo, baby. It's going to be a good time. Or a nightmare. I don't know which. I'm scared. How many 5s you got, BG? I've got 80 total. 80 total. 79 of them are rank 2 or higher. And I think 42 are rank 3 or higher. Something like that. I also have a tier 1 alpha that's about, well, I almost have a tier 1 alpha in the overflow. I'm like 1,000 tier 2 alpha fragments away or something like that. So I'm going to have to rank 4 a champion real soon here. And then I think I also have like 400 map 6 crystals and 100 and something map 5 crystals that I got to open up too. I've got resources. I've got resources for a little bit. I'm just not opening stuff. Might as well hold on to it until I'm trying to keep stuff from going the overflow. I don't want to pop open any 6-star or map 6 crystals. I'm trying to hold on to the tier 2 alphas until I do my big opening. In April, but I'm gonna have to rank up somebody. Hopefully I only have to rank, well, I say hopefully I'm only gonna have to rank up 1 champion, but hell man, if they're gonna keep giving us tier 2 alpha, like in the calendars and stuff like that, fine. I'll rank up another champion too. BG, you're taking the Thing boss? I thought it was Cameron, or is that a different BG? Your name is also BG. Yeah, no, Cam and I, we're not in the same battle group. We were at one point, actually. And then he left the Alliance or something like that, and he came back, and he said he didn't want to play with me anymore. And I was like, that's fine, I'm tired of seeing your wiener. Get out of here. And we haven't been in the same battle group ever since. Just ran into Diablo in War already. I don't know if they realize he's super easy to fight without the kinetic brewing / toxic rage nodes he had in the event quest. Yeah, he doesn't seem like he'd be that hard, right? That's cool though. They got to fight him already. I like fighting well, I like fighting the new champions that aren't super difficult in War. I don't necessarily enjoy fighting a new champion when they're like when Korg just gets released. I am very worried about this thing that I'm gonna have to be fighting here. Like, let's go take a look. Let's go take a look at this path, man. This is gonna be, blah. This is gonna be a nightmare of a one right here. Should make for a good video, whether I succeed or fail. So, at least we got that going for it. You're gonna post your 5-star opening. You got Emma from what I saw on Twitter. That was a 4-star. That was a 4-star. But yeah, we're up against MMX. So of course, you know, their rosters are stacked like crazy. You got this big old domino on the mini right here. I would assume I didn't check the profiles or anything like that, but I assume this is Heimdall just because I've seen Heimdall there a few times. Anytime it's a Cosmic Champion, it's been Heimdall on that node. I don't know who else it would be. I have no clue who this is going to be. Nighthawk, maybe? Or wait, no. Darkhawk, that's his name, right? Darkhawk? Maybe this guy is a Darkhawk? I don't know. Then Domino. Don't know what this Octo Monkey has. Didn't check this person out either. I'm guessing it's either a MODOK or a Wasp or something like that. Maybe it's another thing. I don't know. And then Kingpin. And then look at the 212k PI thing. Because he's all linked up right now anyway. He won't be, you know, it's not going to be that high when he gets there, but still. Brian, would you consider yourself a horn dog? Probably not, right? Why do I even bother asking things like this? Oh yeah, because it makes you uncomfortable to read it. Thank you for that, Demyak. Anyway. That opening, by the way, the 4 stars, I was just popping them open one at a time. I was looking for some ISO. I was looking for a certain champion out of there, too. I didn't get the champion I was looking for, but that's alright. Holy Balls, BG, I finally pulled Star-Lord like 5 seconds ago. Kevin, nice. Congrats on your Star-Lord, dude. Wait, Darkhawk got the easy in, just like Killmonger, Domino, etc. Okay. I'm not, I mean, if it's, I fought a Darkhawk on, what node was it? Node 31, which is like the same node, pretty much, except there, you know, it doesn't, there's no limber on node 31, but I wouldn't be too worried if that's who I'm fighting. I feel like that fight's not too bad, but it also might not be that champion. I was just kind of guessing. Could be who knows who. All right, anyway, let's let me dump my energy real quick. Actually, I think I can make it to the end of this quest just auto fighting. It's only heroic. His dash attack leaves him wide open to counter. Yeah. BJ currently have 1.6 million battle chips. How many units is this? Ethan, I already answered your question. It's approximately 2880. Hey, Brian, I'm thinking about taking my thing up to rank 5 since he's duped and a good defender. But would that be cruel? Like, wouldn't that be really unfair at 4 wives level to have a rank 5 thing boss? Yeah, you should totally do it. You should totally do it, man. He's cool on attack too. I mean, I don't know how useful he is. No, I guess it's gonna depend on the content, because like that video that Art of Chaos sent over, that we watched during the testing stream. Dude, he was like invincible. Damage-wise, it's a little bit dicey if you want to max out his damage, but he's a tank. He's a great rank up. I would totally rank him up, unless you wanted to go with a different champion. But yeah, you gonna save your artifacts till the last day of these crystals, then buy, or waiting for the next group of crystals? I actually bought one last night, Steve. I bought one last night. It was a I'll just tell you what I got, because I'm feeling kind of lazy. I don't know if I'm going to upload it. I might upload it still, along with something else, but I don't want to just upload it by itself. It was, because I capped out last night on the artifacts, and I got a Loki. I got a Loki out of the crystal. Best Go Getter sending over $5, saying, Brian! Just 565 my second champ, and yep, you guess it's Mr. Beardo. Nice, dude. And my wall, it is your wall. You're taking over. Dude, congrats. 565 Beardo. That's got to be fun to play with. That's got to be fun, dude. Very nice. Congrats on your rank up. And what the hell? Alright, there we go. Thought I clicked that. And yeah, thank you very much again for the 5. It's negative 14 here right now. Whoa, lags. That's cold. That sounds very cold. Holy crap. The people on the weather channel are liars. They said it's snowing tonight, a few inches, but all I'm getting is a bunch of rain. Should I rank 5 Void or Diablo? Both 5-star duped. This is a toughie. I'm going to have to go with Void, though. I'm just kidding. It's not tough. I'm sorry to tell you that Diablo, I don't think he's a good champion at all. If you like him, awesome. But I would personally go Void 100% of the time. How long is the basic Catalyst Clash? It goes for 2 days. It's a 48-hour arena. And it just started, I don't know, like 8 hours ago or something like that. BG, rank 5 star, rank 5 5-star Sentinel or AA, both duped. One is going up right now. I'd go Sentinel 100% of the time as well. Archangel's cool. Archangel's great, actually. It's not like Diablo. Archangel's actually very useful, but I don't think he needs to be rank 5 ever. So, yeah, Sentinel. That's who I would pick for sure. Should I rank 5 Magic? Only can enter Sig 20. Should be my third 5-star rank 5. It's a great champion to rank 5. If you think you have a use for Magic, then absolutely. Just keep in mind, guys, when you're asking about rank 5s, we get a lot of rank 5 questions tonight. I don't mind you asking, but a lot of it is it's really gonna be a decision that you guys have to make on your own, based on, like, you know, which champions you're using, which champions you feel like you need, which champions you're comfortable playing. We don't get many rank 5s. We don't get many rank 5s, so yeah, it's got to be a champion that you personally, it's gonna help you out a lot, versus just like what I would do or what someone else would do, or you know, something like that. BG is Morningstar Goob attack or defense? She is Goob on attack and Goob on defense. She's sorry, it's a typo, I know, but no, she's good. She's good on attack and defense. I would say. I mean, I like her outside of Alliance War personally, but she can be good on attack and defense. She's a little bit difficult to build up offensively because getting her souls, depending on your path, is not always the easiest. I think I've been on Reddit more than double time I've been in game today. I so tired. Oh no, Star. Don't let Reddit take over. BG is a goop on defense. Wow. Don't let Reddit take over your life. It's good that you're a mod, but just make sure, because it will suck your entire life away. Only have 2 more chapters left in Variant Grinding Arena with you right now to get the units to knock it out. Nice. Awesome. Only 2 paths left. Oh no, I'm sorry. 2 chapters left. 2 chapters left. Okay. I misread that. 2 chapters, a little bit different, but that's still awesome. You'll be done with it before you know it. Brandon, friend, I'm chatting on Facebook about you. Do you have anything you want me to tell him for you? Well, did you already tell them that I could bench press 600 pounds and I just got to finish doing 100 one-arm push-ups right now? While doing squats at the same time of 1,000 pounds. Yeah, I mean, if you wanted to tell them that, you know. Just don't make it come off as like I'm bragging, because I'm not bragging. It's just, you know. I mean, it's Monday, right? ABGF, I figured the F out of my Alliance donation today. Donated 124k loyalty by blowing all 1241 units I had. Well, needless to say, Kabam refunded my units within a few hours. Nice. I was just about to say, like, Kabam is actually pretty decent about refunding stuff like that, but it looks like you already took care of it. Awesome. That's awesome, dude. Did you get the invulnerability boost? I did get the invulnerability boost, yep. It won't, more so an effect of being awake / not enough sleep in recent days. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I know how that goes. Are you in a state right now of, like, you're too tired to do anything, too tired to do the things that, like, you need to be doing, but somehow too tired to sleep or something like that? So you're just, like, doing whatever just to stop yourself from going insane, because that's what happens to me, at least. I don't know I don't know what the feeling is like for you, but that's what happens to me every day, in fact. So yeah. Ilax sent in over 7 of them Canadian bucks, talking 3 toonies and a loony, saying, you know what's worse, or what's way worse than Infinity Man Arena? When you beat him, your connection drops, game loads, and the fight resets. Oh my god, dude. That's the kind of thing that makes you put down the game for the day. Good God. Can we get a petition going? No Infinity Men allowed in Arena. I'll fight Korgs even. I don't even mind fighting Korg in the Arena. Stupid Infinity Man, dude. You gotta fight him with, like, King Groot or something like that. But dude, thank you very much for the 7 Canadian bucks. I appreciate it, Alec. Thank you. Yeah, man, there's been a lot of those drop issues too. Aaron Abdo, I don't know if it's something extra with his, or maybe if this happened to you guys too. Like, everybody's dropping some, so like, you know, it's definitely on Kabam. But the way he was talking, man, it was like, he said he couldn't even go like a few rounds. He was just dropping every couple of rounds in the arena or something like that. It's pretty nuts. So a finite number of Infinity Man? Yes. You got ranked 565 Omega. Red over Domino because you said we'll use him more in the future of the game. Nice. Did I say that though? I mean, they're both great rank ups. I do think Omega Red is going to be super useful for a long time to come. No, that's probably the choice I would have went with. But yeah, they're both great. You honestly can't go wrong between Omega Red and Domino. Infinity Man's super annoying? Yeah, super annoying. Are you tired of grinding arena, spending your entire life just to get 10 units? Hi, I'm Billy Mays here with the Grinder for only $19.95. But wait, there's more. Call right now and I'll throw in a BG. Dude, I better be getting some of that $19.95 if you're just selling me like that. MBG, I have a 5-star Tech Awakening Gem and a 5-star Sentinel. How much does he need to be awakened? I mean, you could play him unawakened. If you had another champion that you wanted to give that gem to, but I think it helps a lot having him awakened. He has a little bit of a ramp up. That's the thing about Sentinels. It's every fight he has a little bit of a ramp up to him where, you know, he's not going to be hitting that hard. He's still relatively tanky before he gets ramped up, but he'll be much tankier when he is ramped up. You can't even crit the dude pretty much because he has all that crit resistance and everything. But it does take time. And his Awaken ability reduces that time because every time the enemy casts a special 1, or just repeating any special, it could be special 2 and then special 2 again, but it has to be the same one. So special 1 and then special 1, that's the fastest way generally, right? You gain 20 analysis charges, so it doesn't take all that long if he's awakened. So I think it's pretty important to have Sentinel awakened. He doesn't need high sig level, but I would definitely give him the gem myself. If you like him. Test him, make sure you like him first. You know. Make sure you're comfortable with the size of the champion, because he's very big and everything. Some people are not going to like that. On Path 5 this war, got a 5, Seeds 5 Infinity Man, a Masochism. You think Spidey will be good for it? Omega is my other option. I think Spidey would be good for it. I'm trying to imagine if there is something that would make him not good for it. Like, I would go with Spidey with a tech boost, build up poise charges, of course, and then just drop like L2s back to back if you even need to use a second one. I think that's what I would. I think that would work out. Somebody tell me if that wouldn't be good. I told my friend about your exercising exploits, and he left me on read. I don't think he's impressed. Well, it wasn't meant to impress him. I told you, it's just Monday. Wait till you see what I do on Tuesday. If you want to impress him. It's 528 American, so you don't have to destroy the wall, BG. I mean, oh. Dude, I never changed the name. I changed the amount. I never changed the name. Holy crap. Whoops. I don't know how I did that. I treat Canadian bucks like regular bucks. Like United States bucks. The USD. The toonies and loonies. It's all the same to me. Best go get it, don't mind. Anyway. Maybe does, maybe doesn't, but he gets plenty of wall time. So there's some big issue with the newest iOS version screwing over Wi-Fi and cellular connections for some people. Oh, is that what it is? I never update right away to the newest version, so maybe that's part of it, but yeah, there's certainly still something going on Kabam's end, but maybe that's what the deal is with Aaron Abdo. Maybe that's why it seems like it's even worse for him and some other people too. Did I tell you pulled the 5-star Omega Red the other day? First pull, but I was still happy. Dude, Dicer, nice, man. I don't think you told me about that one. Are you gonna save the rest of the artifacts for next crystals or get another one? No, I'm gonna be saving it. Alright, never mind. No, my wall. Alright then. Turns out Best Go Getter did want the wall today. Well, thank you very much, dude, for another 5. Now $10. I appreciate that, man. As always, the support that you show, not just for me, but for other YouTubers and everything. It's awesome, man. It is awesome. Let me some Sentinel, just awaken him, put 56. He does get a 45. He'll be my third 565 unless I awaken Aegon. Dude, yeah, I mean, I really do think that Sentinel is one of the most versatile champions in the entire game. He's just... There's so many situations where maybe he's not the absolute best answer to that situation, but he's like a really good answer to it still, you know? Just seems like he can cover practically everything. What's up, Cody? And it seems like he works well with any mastery setup, too. Like, he plays nice with suicides because he's a robot. But if you're not running suicides, you could spam specials because his specials, they don't cost as much power as other enemies, you know? Either way you go. Some people don't like that he's so big, but Brian loves him big. Yes, something like that. Wait, I like to send over another 2 toonies saying, was this yours best? Don't mind if I do. Wow. Wow, I'm glad I read your comment before adjusting the wall, because I'm not even kidding. I did the math in my head, and I thought that was 10. But it's 11. Hang on. This time I did not forget to adjust the name. I will adjust in 1 sec. Getting ass kicked here. Oh! Oh, I just took away the... Oh, okay, good. Got rid of that arrow. Alright, there we go. Thank you, dude. That was very generous of you as well. With the 5 toonies and a loony. Oh, never mind. Best creator to send over $10. Okay, like I see how it's going down tonight. My wall. I should have just left it. Dude. Best go-getter, man. $20 now. Thank you, dude. Thank you, both you guys. That was very generous from both of you. The Sentinel need high sig level. He does not need high sig level, no. Apparently it started with 12.1 and has gotten worse and worse with each new version for some people. Oh, wait a minute. Well, no. Never mind. I was going to say, I've been having some weird connection issues. Like, there was a time where my GPS was just, like, I don't know, man. It was on the fritz hard. I had to restart my phone and get it working again. But no, that's still on my actual phone, where I have version, like, 10 point something on this phone, so I never update that one. That must have just been an unrelated issue. But anywho, Poos on Poos sending over a 22, saying my toonies are worth $200 though. Dude, well, thank you very much for the $200, Poos on Poos. I appreciate it, man. Wait, what? Best creator sent over another $10 saying counter the counter. That's the Joketo way. Wow. the best defense is a good offense. One of those types of maneuvers. Just beating yourself at that point. Well, thank you for the now $30, dude. It is very much so appreciated. Put 50... 56 into mine. He's doing great, Sentinel. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you could... That's the thing, like, alright, here's the thing about Sentinel 2, is he has really high prestige. And, you could power his sig level up a little bit. It does help against certain nodes and everything, but, if you don't have the sig levels to give him, there's nothing wrong with just leaving him at sig level 1, even, like, it's just having it. It makes the champion way better. Who are you hoping to see in the artifact crystals? Venom the Duck. I'm hoping to see the most, probably. And then I would say, aside from Venom the Duck, some of the unique champions. By unique champions, I mean like the champions that are not available in the regular crystal. Like the old champions that they recently had featured Grandmaster crystals for, like Doctor Strange, Black Widow, those types of champions. So I'm hoping to see that. We had Electro in this batch, so I'm assuming we're going to get some more in the next batch, at least one or two more maybe. So yeah, I'll be going for those. Hopefully Venom the Duck is in there. And if Kabam is really wants to be nice to me, they'll put Venom the Duck and Sentinel in the same crystal. So I can go for both of them at the same time. But then again, it would just be twice as heartbreaking if I missed. Maybe better to have them in separate crystals after all. What's up, LA? That was a fun Resident Evil stream earlier today. Oh, you got the Resident Evil remake? I already soiled myself too many times playing the original. I'll never play that game again. Oh man, that was such a scary game as a kid. Man, when that game came out, I don't know how old I was, but I feel like I was not old enough. I mean, I think it was like a young teenager or something like that, maybe like 13. But dude, that game was scary. I could never muster up the courage to play. Oh, what's that other game? I want to say Parasite Eve, but I don't think that was it. What was the other game that was like even scarier than? Was that it? I think there was something else. There was one other game that came out at the time on PlayStation that was known to be like even scarier. I never even played it. Silent Hill. That's the one. Yeah, Silent Hill. There we go. Dino Crisis? No. I never actually played Dino Crisis, but I'm laughing because I think I remember the cover art where it has dinosaurs in it, right? But yeah, Silent Hill. That was the one. I actually there's I wish I could use their music in a couple of videos. There's some like creepy piano music that you could find on YouTube from Silent Hill. I don't know, man. It's like that soothing type of creepiness, you know, where it's like you're listening to it and you're like, I'm gonna die. Someone's gonna come kill me. Like, I don't know. It's enjoyable. You know, it's nice. BG took a Mega to rank 4 today. Do need to get used to him, but I like him. Yeah, he does take some getting used to. He definitely does. You've seen me try to get used to him, and I'm not doing so great with him yet, but I'll get there. Dead Space 2 used to scare the crap out of me. So many jump scares. I don't think I ever played any Dead Space. Kingdom Hearts. There's a new Kingdom Hearts that's did it already come out, or is it coming out like really soon or something? I never really played the Kingdom Hearts games. Played maybe 5. No, actually, I don't even think I played 5 minutes of the first one. I just watched other people play it. I think that's all that ever happened. BG, what do you do when you fall asleep and wake up after 1 hour, and then you fall back asleep and wake up after another hour? Give up? Cry yourself into another 1 hour nap? Yeah, that sucks, man. Yeah, I would say go with the crying option, though. And maybe take a poop. Maybe it's your body telling you gotta use the toilet. Give it a shot. Not getting sleep really is like the worst thing, man. It's... I feel like a million bucks when I get a good night's sleep. I feel like one single loony when I don't get good sleep. That's right, I turn Canadian. I turn Canadian when I don't get sleep. BG goes to the music store and asks the employee there, "Hi, do you have any music that's creepy and calming?" Dude, I bet you they'd be like, "Oh yeah, check it out. We've got I don't even know. The acoustic set of Marilyn Manson or something like that." I don't know. There'd be something. There'd be something. Resident Evil 2 is super scary and stressful to play, BG. Yeah, it's... you're talking about the remake? Because that's how I felt about the original, so... If that's how the remake is, too, then... They did a good job. BG, you'll love watching The Grudge? No, I won't. No, I won't. I will never watch The Grudge. I don't like scary movies at all. I don't like scary games, either. But... You know, as a kid, you don't have that many games. You don't have, you know, I didn't start working until 14, so, you know, I started getting a little bit of money after that to be able to buy my own games. But even then, you don't really get much choice. So, yeah, Resident Evil 2. What else was I going to do? I already beat Donkey Kong like 450 times in a row. No friends around to play GoldenEye. I had to whip out the Resident Evil. I think I played the first one. So like the first Resident Evil I played was number 2. On PlayStation, and then I think I played the first one. I think they remade it on GameCube or something like that. I think I played that for a little bit. I actually remember that I don't think they did a good job remaking it graphically or something like that, or just like the shadows were really poor quality. It was like all jagged and stuff, something like that. But anyway, I played that game. I was a little bit older, so I wasn't quite as scared to play that one. Donkey Kong 64. Dude, Donkey Kong 64 was actually pretty fun, but I was way more into the ones for Super Nintendo. There was this person in my old alliance, and he sold 43 4-stars, and he's level 53 with a rating of 40k. Oh, that always hurts to see. Oh man, rip. Dead Space 1, when the guy hammers his head against the wall, and first you just hear that noise, creepy. Ooh. Do they have like the skull cracking sound and everything too? Or? Oh, jeez. The remake is 10 times more stressful, BG. The old one, you could load into a room and Mr. X wouldn't follow you. Remake, he tracks you across the whole map, and you hear his feet just stomping closer. Okay. Sold 4-star Kang, got 5-star Trash Master. Wow. You better not have actually done that, Ethanitis. Sold 4-star Kang. Did you ever play Turok Dinosaur Hunter? Yes. For Nintendo 64? Absolutely. There was a sequel to that I played too. Wasn't it like Turok Oblivion or something like that? I played those games. They were, I had mixed feelings about Turok. Like, it was fun, but at the same time, it was something that I didn't quite like about it. And I don't remember what it was like today, you know? Played it quite a bit. Played it a decent amount. I think you know what it was? I think at the time there was just a bunch of good shooters on Nintendo 64. I mean, like GoldenEye, Perfect Dark, Duke Nukem. There was actually a bunch of good ones, so maybe that's why I didn't play that one as much. I don't know. I also think I don't think I ever actually had Turok. Maybe that's what it was. I think I rented it from Blockbuster, and then like a friend had it or something like that. I too lost several friends over GoldenEye. Yeah, dude. Who, in your personal opinion, is the most underrated MCOC champion? Venom the Duck. BG, did you know that because of Galileo, another one will bite the dust whilst being under the pressure and will rock you, so that will be the champions. Don't stop me now. I think I almost understood what you were saying. Shout out to Galileo. Galileo. Pokemon, the Lavandian theme is pretty creepy music, is it? Okay. There's some pretty sweet Pokemon remixes that I have saved. I don't actually. I might have used one in a video at a certain point. I can't remember. I have like I don't know, like 300 songs saved of music that I can actually use in videos that I just barely ever used, because it's almost never worth putting in the videos. I mean, you can't. You know, I don't want to just throw it in like a crystal opening or an Alliance War. Maybe it'd be decent in an Alliance War video, but you know, I just want to use like a real small part of the song for like a champ guide or something like that. A little bit of background while going through certain abilities, explaining things. Friend and I can get pretty high. Wow, dude, we don't really need to hear about you and your friend getting high. No, I'm just kidding. Get pretty high round in Call of Duty Zombies. Last time we played, got round 68. That sounds pretty high, but I actually have no clue how high that is. I've never played Call of. I've played. Shouldn't say I never played it. I played maybe like an hour of it total in my life. So yeah, I have no clue how high 68 is. An hour might be pushing it too. It was probably less than that. Lifetime Call of Duty. I'm actually not that into shooters. I just talked about a bunch on Nintendo 64, but beyond that, you know, I played a little bit of Counter-Strike on PC. I played a little bit of Team Fortress. That's pretty much it. It's like my entire history of shooters right there. More so into the RPGs and that type of thing. Euthanize did. He put a video of it in 4Wife chat. It made everyone upset. Oh my god. That sounds like a Euthanize thing to do, just to piss people off. Doom 64? I don't know if I've ever played Doom 64. I've played Doom, but I don't know if I played it on Nintendo 64. Actually, I remember having a cartridge for Super Nintendo. I think it was Doom 2. I gotta look that up now. I'm pretty sure it was Doom 2 on Super Nintendo. I collected Super Nintendo games for a very short time. I didn't have it when it was released, but for a very short amount of time I collected Super Nintendo games. I think I only had about 20 in total, and I was just buying whatever was cheap at GameStop, just throwing my money away for no reason. And I remember it being like a red cartridge, and I was like, oh cool, I can add a red cartridge to my collection. Like, who gives a crap? Hold on. Doom 2 SNES. Yep. It did come out on SNES. Pretty nutty they were able to get it, some kind of working version on Super Nintendo. It also came out for the Tapwave Zodiac. Okay. Game Boy Advanced, Sega Saturn. Wait a minute. Sorry, that is my computer. I don't see SNES on this list, but I saw it in the video that just popped up. Yeah, Doom 2, SNES. Yeah, okay. It's there. Anyway, why the hell? None of this even matters. Oh, but here's the cartridge that I was talking about. This bright ass red thing. Or is this Doom 1? I can't even tell. Cartridge is so bright red, I can't see what's going on. Is that a 2? Is that a Z? I don't know, man. Yeah, here we go. The PAL version. maybe it was just Doom 1. Anyway. Memories. BG, you ever try StarCraft on a Nintendo 64? Ugh, no, I never have. I never tried StarCraft on a Nintendo 64. I know it existed, but I never played it. I also never played Diablo. I think it was on PlayStation, right? I think they had Diablo on PlayStation 1. Never played that. Speaking of RTS, console RTS though, I did play the hell out of Command and Conquer on PlayStation 1. Apparently my brother, I thought he just had I thought we had a second PlayStation 1 at one point in time, but we actually were talking about it over Christmas, and apparently he borrowed a PlayStation 1 so that we could have two for a little bit, and we each had a TV, and we set our TVs up. We put our TVs like in the middle of a room, and then like each of us had a corner so we couldn't see what the other person was doing, and we would just play Command and Conquer. We sucked at the game, but we didn't really care. We just played for like 16 hours, and we were just trying to get as many like Tesla towers, Tesla coils, and stuff like that as we possibly could. BG, Doom 32X, that was scary. Oh, dude, I had a 32X. I think the only game I had for it was some Star Wars game, but I had one of those. Speaking of my brother, I got that for Christmas. I got a 32X for Christmas one year, and he's old. He's a few years older than me, and he knew where my parents stashed the presents, and he opened it up and played it before it was given to me for Christmas. When I play that unofficial Pokemon game, I have to mute my phone because it has music that somehow plays about twice as loud as phone is even capable of. Wow. ABG in Diablo 2, did you do the ladder of hardcore characters? Also, what Sorc build did you prefer? Always went ice/lightning. Yeah, I've always played ladder. Always played ladder, and I did a mixture of both hardcore and softcore. As far as what build? Oh, dude. Every single build you could think of. That's the thing about Diablo is there's just so much to explore. So many different combinations. I was like the one that stands out the most. Not that this was the best one that I ever did, but the one that stand out the most, that I had the most fun trying to get to work, was a tri-elemental Sorc. It had Frozen Orb for cold. It had, I think it was Nova I was using for lightning. I think that's what I went with. And Fireball for obviously fire. I was just trying to get like the most. I was trying to get like this, like just a super fast-paced, no one is immune if I pick the right element type of build. Diablo 3, Q, sad, violin, pretty much. I gotta try that in a bar as a pickup line. Would you like to come back to my place and see my 32X? Dude. It's so crazy, man. So, for those of you that don't know how the 32X worked, 32X was an expansion. See, like these days companies just come out with new consoles. You know, they're like, you know, okay, enough time has passed. We're just gonna come out with the PlayStation 7 now or something, you know. But back then, they got creative. They got funky with it, man. They you know, Sega Genesis, they were like, no, Sega Genesis is not enough on its own. We're gonna give it this 32X, and it plugs into the cartridge slot, and it's like this extra. It's like. You guys ever watch Power Rangers? When they morph into the Megazord, that's basically what was going on here. You put a 32X, you just stacked a console on top of a console, and then you can get Sega CD too. And Sega CD sat beside the Genesis, and played CDs. And they were both terrible. At the time, though, man, you don't know. The time, you don't know what's good and what's bad. You're just like, oh my god, like, dude, your system is evolving. This is insane. But they didn't actually do anything. You know, it was, there was like a couple of games or something like that that you needed them for, but, you know, none of it mattered. Because, I mean, you know, by the time those things came out and there was so much extra money to get them and, you know, probably a nightmare to develop for and stuff like that, and not many people had them and stuff like that. So, yeah, by the time they were out for a little while, like, they were moving on to the next console. System is evolving. Dude, that's how it was, man. That's how it was. Will the Soldier Game handheld get a crank dat add-on? I hope so. Diablo 2 Barbarian was beast. Used to rock the Imp Shank boot for increased top-end item drop. Bring back the old servers. Man, Imp Shank. I don't remember. That was a rare boot, right? That wasn't a unique boot. I don't think so. At least it doesn't sound like it, right? I think that was just a rare boot. I didn't know the names of the rare dupes all that much. Like the really insane ones that, you know, for boots it would be like a ton of resistance and like faster hit recovery or something like that. That's what I'm guessing was on there, and MF, I'm sure. But I didn't know the names of those things too much. I knew a few, but none of them stood the test of time like the uniques did. If Legacy won last year's MICC, would that make him the Dr. Disrespect of MCOC? Did he win? Did that guy win tournaments? I know who Dr. Disrespect is, but I don't know much about him. Oh wait, oh I see what you're saying now, because he's the two-time or something like that. He says. I don't know. I don't know much about that guy. I think he's funny. I think he's funny, but I don't know much about him. Dude, someone in my store got tased this morning. What's happening? Panaman Pete, what the hell, dude? You gotta get the hell out of there, man. Dude, that store is becoming the most dangerous place in a 50-mile radius. What was it? Somebody had a flesh-eating disease like last week. This week somebody's getting tased. Did you get to do the tasing? That'd be pretty fun. Just got a 5-star OG cap. Any value? Not really. He's not that good. He's okay. I mean, he's not the worst champion ever, but at this point, there's a lot of better champions out there. You don't want to invest too many resources in him. Mostly just going to be a champion that you know, you could use in the arena. And I don't know how many 5-stars you have at the moment. If you don't have many 5-stars, then you know you can still put them to use for a little bit till you get someone better. Pete, let no one harm a hair of your head there. Well, his hair is actually a protection device. His body knows that, like, he's in dangerous territory. So his hair has to protect him. And it does. It's like a shield. The 32X and Sega CD were ideas of Sega of America, and Sega of Japan didn't like them. Oh, really? I didn't know that. They worked on the Sega Saturn instead. All three were out at the same time and all failed because of no cooperation. Wow, I didn't know that. I mean, I knew they were all colossal failures, but I didn't know that was the story behind it. Interesting. Okay. Let me show. I mean, you know what? Screw Arena, man. Let me pull up a picture of Sega Genesis and then 32X and then Sega CD. Because it really was. There's nothing I've ever seen like it. no company would be dumb enough to do it today. And as I say that, I'm sure there's going to be plenty of dumb things that come out later. Who is your favorite Special 2 in the game? Favorite Special 2? Drawing blanks? Favorite Special 2? I don't know. I really enjoy, I enjoy Medusa's, but I feel like I can't say Medusa because she's my favorite champion, so I'm just biased. I just love me some Medusa. There's got to be someone I enjoy, or that I like better anyway. Favorite Special 2? I don't know. Hit me with some interesting Special 2s, guys, because I'm drawing blanks right now. Like, I can't even think of other champions. Dungeon boost applied during or before dungeon? I think you should use it when you're already in there. Use it when you're already in there, and I think they last for like 5 hours or something like that. Or until you're done with that dungeon. But yeah, I would say make sure you're already in the dungeon at the time. And I mean, you could pop it at the end of a room, like it does. You know, it works retroactively. Venom, Blade Special 2 very satisfying. It is pretty satisfying. Sentinel's pretty good, yeah. Oh, Rocket! Oh, dude, done. It's over. I don't need to hear any more. It's Rocket. How could I forget about that little grenade thrower? I'm into comic books, heavy, addicted to this Marvel game, love Pokemon, own probably 60-ish comic-related Blu-rays, several $100 worth of PS4 games, and collect Pumpco. Did I really just say Pumpco? Funko Pop figures. Is there a part 2 to this? I'd say there's nothing wrong there. All right, hold on. I'm gonna pull up this 32x thing, but I want to read. Apparently, some guy came in. My nose itchy. Some guy came in, started yelling at a cashier. So my manager got called up. He started pushing her, and we called the cops. Cops came, and he was yelling at them and being aggressive, leading to him eventually getting tased. After he got tased, he got up and went to punch the cop. So another came and tased him again. Oh, how satisfying is that? Watching somebody get tased 2 times. The first time's got to be like, yes, dude, yes. But then after he gets up, that's got to just be like, oh, thank you. This is the best day of work I've ever had. Oh, that'd be so satisfying. Fully embrace being known as a nerd, but it's cringe when I hear you guys talk about Diablo and D&D type of stuff. I just think, nerd. I don't care, man. I don't care what you think. Diablo is the poop. The poop. I wouldn't say that word. Family friendly and stuff. All right. Anyway, 32x. Let's start with Sega Genesis first. We'll pull up multiple pictures on this one. Okay. 32x. Okay. Oh my god. What a joke. Hang on. I gotta set it all up. Alright, actually this is pretty good. Alright, so this is... Sega Genesis was a decent console too, by the way. It was there was nothing wrong with the original Sega Genesis. Looked a little something like this, or if you had the fancy version, it looked looked like this. I think this was the fancy version. This one looks better at least. We're a little bit more run down. Here we go. This is what it looked like, and then. Yeah, this was the 32X. This is what I'm talking about. It goes in the actual cartridge slot here, and then you can put a cartridge on top. And then You could have there was like there was Sonic and Knuckles that can connect into here, and then there was a game that would go on top of Sonic and Knuckles as well. So it really stacked up quite high. And then, boom, Sega CD. What were they thinking? All right, anyway. Soldier Boy made the 32X. Don't you dare give him that credit. Don't you dare give him that credit, man. Whoever made, I don't know who made the 32X, but whoever they are far more legendary than Soldier Boy. Favorite game that came with the Genesis, Altered Beast. Oh, dude, Altered Beast was great. Instead of something BG should refer to Diablo and MCUC as Diablo 3 because he sucks. I kind of like, yes, basically. But I mean, so, I kind of feel bad talking crap about Diablo 3 because I know some people like it, but I just really didn't like it. But anyway, yeah, there was that's what I did for the tweet pretty much yesterday. Is like, or maybe it was the day before, whatever it was. Like one dev team made Diablo 2 and a completely different one made Diablo 3. So I was saying like this Diablo was made by the team that made Diablo 3. Something like that. Best tasing scene in a movie is from The Hangover. Mic drop, I dare someone offer an alternative. I think I remember what you're talking about. Isn't he in like a classroom? I think it was Zach Galifianakis that got tased. It's been a while since I've seen that movie. I think I've seen that. BG, what is your dungeon record with lags? We made it to... We would have made it to 13 if it wasn't for that slumber BS. But we got stopped at 12. We got stopped at 12. We don't hold the record. There is Crystal Opening Whale got to... he had a video of 13, I think it was. I wish that we didn't use any items. I used a little bit of items. I don't even know if Legacy used any. I used a few items. I didn't spend any units on them, but I kind of wish that we just didn't use any, because I feel like that taints things in the dungeons. So yeah, I wish we didn't use any. Next time, we're gonna see how far we can get without items. I just hope they remove the ability to use items in dungeons, or make them like exclusive for that dungeon run or something like that. Like you find items in there that are temporary use type of thing. Like that would be pretty fun. There's a bunch of things I suggested in my dungeons video about that, but I doubt Kabam's gonna go with any of it. I think they're probably just gonna keep the same system. Somebody wants to. I mean, they're just hoping that anybody that anybody spends the units on those dungeon revives and potions. It's so absurdly expensive. BG, rank up a new 5-star to rank 4 or rank another to rank 5. Oh, I think I misread this. Rank up a new 5-star to rank. Is that supposed to be rank 4? Or rank another 4? Rank another 5-star to 4. Okay. Anyway, basically, I'm definitely butchering this question here. There's some typos too, but basically, just go with whatever champion's better. You know, if both of them are just going to be for arena purposes, then go with the 5-star. But otherwise, just go with whichever champion you think is the better of the two. Don't necessarily pay attention to the star rating. BGs, you already watched the new motion comic released today by Kabam, Backstory of the Battle Realm. I didn't watch it yet. I think it's a long one too, isn't it? Right? I didn't watch it yet. I don't know if I want to... How long is it? I don't know if I want to watch it right now. I got a Sega CD when it first came out. It was so disappointing. The graphics were amazing, but it had no games. Yeah, it was the only game I ever played for it was Sega CD, which seemed pretty cool. I don't remember much of it, but I remember being... I don't know if I was blown away by the game or just blown away that I was actually playing what felt like the most insane piece of technology that I'd ever laid my hands on. Ooh. Derek, just try to avoid talking anything bad about other YouTubers. That was definitely not where I was coming from, or at least not what I was trying to say. So yeah. It's all good, man. It's all good. It's only like 2.5 minutes. Dude, 2.5 minutes. That might as well be a 2-hour movie. Dungeons are boring, yet I still find myself doing it each time for the 1 5-star every 3 months or whatever it is. Yeah. It's on my way to work today and almost slipped by a peel of banana. I almost blamed you? You blamed me? What? What's up, BG in stream? What's up, BBB? Hello, BG. What would make a good Alliance War attacker and variant F45 for Path 7, Ghost, Sentinel, or Darkhawk? Path 7, I think all 3 of those could do Path 7. I think all 3 of them are good in variant as well. It's going to be personal preference. There are 3 great champions. The one piece of advice I can give on that is that I think Darkhawk needs like a relatively high sig level, whereas the others just need to be awakened. So if you don't have Darkhawk at high sig level and you can't get him to a high sig level, then I don't want to say don't go with him, because you still could. If you really liked him, you definitely could still go with him. But there is something about the sig levels that you know, it's kind of important for him. So just keep that in mind. Maybe that'll at least help make the decision a little bit easier for now, and then you could rank Darkhawk later, something like that. Watch it. Got Aaron Abdo in here. BG, what was the worst video game you've played? Mine is Mario's Time Machine. That's mine too. Mario's Time Machine, worst game. My brother and I, we saved up for like 6 months. Pooled our money together. Maybe it wasn't 6 months. It was like the entire summer. Saved up. I still remember pooling our money together in like crumpled up dollars and change and everything. We're on like the top bunk of our bunk beds, pushing our money all into the same pile. We're gonna get this new game. We can only go with one game. It's gonna be a Mario game though. Mario games, you can't go wrong with a Mario game, and it's involving a time machine. Hell yeah! Turns out it was a learning game, so that was the worst game I ever played. Oh god, Aaron Abdo. All the other MCOC YouTubers are lame, especially that stupid Panaman Pete with his dumb, perfect rock star hair and his lame, perfect ghost gameplay. Wow. Alright, I guess we can watch. Let's go watch this motion comic. Whatever, man. Let's watch it. I wanted to watch it at some point anyway. I just... Sometimes laziness, maybe I should say this. Laziness comes in all forms, alright? Sometimes I'm too lazy to watch something. I can't explain it. Just how it is. Marvel Contest of Champions. Oh, God, dude, 2 minutes and 54 seconds? I thought it was 2.5 minutes. Yeah, this is nuts. All right, hang on. Let me get it set up. BJ, I'd rather play Mario, teaches typing over that. Move over Mavis Beacon? I don't know what Mavis Beacon is. But I agree. Mario's Time Machine was terrible. Speaking of typing games, and speaking of Sega consoles, did you guys ever play Typing of the Dead for Sega Dreamcast? No? Am I the only one? It was basically House of the Dead, but to kill the enemies, you plugged in a keyboard and you typed. The game taught you how to type. Alright, adjust the size of this. Hang on. The game actually wasn't bad. It sounds like a dumb idea, but it wasn't that bad, you know, for a typing experience at least. All right, let me move these cutoffs too. That full cinematic experience. Okay. Let's check it out. Oh, I like the beginning already.
The multiverse is dead. Long live the multiverse. From the ashes of the old cosmos, a new one is born. Matter, energy, time, space, and something in between. ISO 8, also called neutronium, the birth call of the universe.
Thought he was going to say Jolly
Weaponized
Ranchers.
Space-time, the most powerful substance in all creation, and by far the rarest, except in one place, where it can be picked from the ground like gravel. The Battle Realm, the nexus of all realities, home of the Contest of Champions. Created by a freak accident when a gigantic celestial being, fleeing the death of his own universe, crashed into ours. An accident so violent, it shattered the fabric of space-time, fusing shards of multiple dimensions into one fractured realm, containing the lion's share of the multiverse's ISO 8. A vast treasure that has lured many with its promise of infinite power. Among them, Tanalia Tivan, the Collector, and Andouille Gast, the Grandmaster. Together, they explored the Battle Realm's mysteries until tragedy tore them apart.
Hold on, I gotta stop this for a second. What's up with this hat? This looks like one of those hats that like an old lady wears to the beach. Alright, let's continue.
Karina, the Collector's daughter, was transmuted into a statue of pure ISO 8 by the explosive energy of the dying Celestial, and then shattered into 1 billion fragments. The Collector has dedicated much of his life to gathering these pieces, a monumental task even for an elder of the universe. That led the Collector to become involved in questionable company, namely the Maestro, a hulking conqueror who declared that, having subjugated champions of multiple realities, was in search of a worthy challenger to fight him in single combat. And to that end, he enlisted the Collector to help him build a new Contest of Champions. In exchange, the Maestro promised the power necessary to bring his daughter back to life. Their association would be a fruitful one. This new contest would recruit thousands of champions from as many universes, and most against their will, into a massive gladiatorial event. But the Maestro lied. The contest was just a facade, a tool for a much more nefarious plan involving the power of ISO 8.
Interesting. Okay. I like the narrative there. Narration and everything. It's good. It's pretty good. I like the story stuff. I like the story stuff when I don't have to read. You know, if they could just keep bundling it into these little packages like this. I like it. Can I also just say too that I feel like Maestro is Maestro is underrated. Maestro's cool as hell. Like, you know, we've seen him in a couple of spots, and he didn't have like the craziest abilities. Like when he came out as the Act 4 boss, like yeah, he was pretty nuts, and you know, he's pretty annoying in Labyrinth and stuff like that at times. But I think that dude's cool as hell, man. I hope that we see like an infinite like the Infinity Gauntlet Thanos style fight for Maestro. I think that dude's super cool. I hope they give him like a little bit of a redesign just to really keep it fresh with him and stuff like that. I hope we get something like that. I hope they make him the size of Sentinel too, just because. Is that Bilbo Baggins reading that? I have no idea who's actually reading that. It's such a soothing old man voice. King Groot overpowered one of the 12 original champions. Dude, King Groot is a scary looking dude. Like, he sucks in game, but he's a scary looking dude, man. I wouldn't want to mess with King Groot. Would have been better if the Deckard Cain voice actor voiced it. I agree. Of course. Build Act 6 has begun with Kabam story time. Yeah. The best one, I mean, this one was pretty good. I think the best one is still by far the last one they had with Silver Surfer. And then the second best one for me is still the one with Guillotine on the rooftop, where we first saw Morningstar too. I still really like that one. He looks like he would beat you up within 3 inches of your life. Boo! Alright, off to bed. Good night, BG. Much love. After I move to Las Vegas, I'm going to start streaming daily. Awesome, dude. Moving to Vegas, huh? Okay. Cool. Have a good one. My dog's Kong ball rolled under the vacuum cleaner when she was playing with it, and now she's growling at it. Wow. Jeff Goldblum should have narrated. Oh, dude. What a legend. What a legend that guy is. Act 5, Final Ultron was great. It was a good fight, but you know what? I think we're all expecting something else for the final fight of Act 5. Just because, I mean, we had the Collector in there for 5.2. You know? I mean, it feels like that dude was like the real boss of Act 5, is the Collector. The Ultron fight was awesome. I enjoyed it, but I would have preferred they stuck that fight at like one of the other, maybe like the end of 5.3 or something like that, you know. BG, who would you use against Korg on Node 12? Void? I think I would use Void, yeah. I wouldn't use Stark Spidey, so I pretty much have to use Void. I haven't had to fight him there yet, but I'm pretty sure someone in another battle group fought a Korg there. Pretty sure Sparks did, the guy who runs the dual bot. I think he used Void. Maybe Insane Gladiator Hulk final boss in Act 6. He is the Grandmaster's champion. Yeah, I'd like to see that. I don't think that's who we're gonna get. Well, yeah, it might be actually. I don't know. I was thinking we were to get something else, and like Maestro, I don't know, like Maestro would appear in like somewhere in the future after this, but then again, they were saying that it's gonna kind of wrap up like the first storyline with Act 6 here, and you know, there is no Act 7. It's gonna be like the second story, Act 1 type of thing. So Yeah, actually, I could see Maestro being final boss of this one. I was hoping for Act 5 final boss to be Grandmaster. Yeah, I think a lot of us were expecting that, Dicer. Suddenly feeling that since Fantastic Four is coming slowly, that they could be final boss of each chapter. Ooh, that's a possibility. Or they could do like a... I mean, they could do... Because there's like villains that come with all of them, right? Maybe it would be... Well... I don't know. I was gonna say maybe it'd be like the villains and them as like a sub boss type of thing, but I don't know. That doesn't really make a lot of sense. Yeah. BG2 Cosmic in Overflow. What Poopy Champ rank 3 Unduped Hella Phoenix Proxima Midnight Carnage Drax Cosmic Spidey Groot or Unawakened King Groot. Kamala Khan, Angela, Super Iron Man, and Captain Marvel, or rank 5 duped 4-star Corvus. I would either go Proxima Midnight or Cosmic Spidey. I'd go Proxima Midnight. Like, Proxima Midnight is who I would go with there, for sure. But the reason I say the Cosmic Spidey too is he kills quickly in Arena, I feel. You get him to an L2. The L2 animation is very fast. Kills them every single time. If they survive that long, because with running suicides, maybe you don't even get there. But yeah, it's just nice. But I go Proxima Midnight, personally. Wait, did I read that wrong, too? Did I say Unawakened when it was supposed to be Awakened? Whatever. I'd still go Proxima Midnight. BG, what if they had Goik with aggression regen, but you can't heal block him or reverse regen, so no void? That's no problem. To spare that fool down with Hyperion or something. Or just high DPS champ. Ramp it up. The champion for sure is going to be the final boss for... a chapter in Act 6? You're probably right. You're probably right. Calling the Collector's daughter as the final boss. It's possible. Up at the end of Act 6 will coincide with the final member of Fantastic Four being introduced, and the Act 6 boss is Dr. Doom, and make him unobtainable just to piss everyone off. Yeah, they could do that. In the MCU, Gulk is the Grandmaster's champ, but in the comics, Beta Ray Bill is his champ. That is a name that comes up quite a bit. You guys think he'll be added before Act 6 is over? If you got a 5-star Awakening, Cosmic Gem, Venom, or Cabbage. Venom is the better of the two champions. I don't know if I would actually use the Awakening Gem, though. Venom's good. He's actually really good, but still, I don't know. I might hold off on that. Wait for champ. Proxima Midnight isn't duped, but I was still thinking of taking her or Captain Marvel and hoping for a buff when her movie comes out. Ooh, interesting. Possible buff. I think they would. I don't think they would do that. I think it's going to be a new champion, so I would not rank up that that Captain Marvel. Like, the thing is, Captain Marvel's so old that so many people already have her. So how's Kabam going to make a lot of money off of it, you know? They might as well just introduce another Captain Marvel. When does her movie come out anyway? I thought it was supposed to come out like really early this year, right? It's got to be close. But yeah, I think they're going to make a new Captain Marvel for sure. It's going to be, it seems like it's going to be a big movie if that was like the teaser after Infinity War. So yeah, I'm sure that's going to help them hype things up. March? Okay. But they redid Venom? That's true, they did redo Venom, and Venom's pretty old too. Brian Demiak, go nighty night now. Methinks so. Methinks go nighty night. Okay, all right. Have a good night. In fact, yeah, I'm gonna be hitting the sack pretty soon here too. It's time to pop open a crystal. There's already 3, though. That's true. There are already 3. BJ, I wouldn't mind if Kabam asked me to be final boss for Act 6. You think? You sure you wouldn't mind if they asked you to do it? Yeah, I don't think I'd mind either. Maybe they buff Captain Marvel and bring in Nick Fury for the movie. They could do that. Does Nick Fury have any abilities? That's Samuel L. Jackson's character, right? Does he have any ability? I thought he was just like some dude that has a lot of connections and knows people and stuff. Which both mean the same thing. I have tickets for the CM premiere so I can deals with spoilers. Alright, good. I'm gonna need somebody wielding the wrench. Finally! 2-star Unstoppable Colossus! What? Sorry, it's been a long time since I did that. Brian, how do you like your egg collection? Well, it was totally worth the units. Let's say that. Totally worth it. His ability is an eye patch. That's his ability. The Spy of Spies. Nick Fury, guy with a lot of connections, BG 2019. I don't know, that's what it seems like. Seems like he knows everybody. Oh, I just knocked over a box of stuff. Whoops. Alright, anyway. Good way to end things. Big fan from Taiwan. Vincent. Awesome, man. Speaking of... Let's see if Hobbit was on. Yo, did you watch the motion comic? We just watched it something like 15 minutes ago, or approximately, give or take. He's a spy, Captain. He's the spy. His secrets have secrets. I just said secrets. Yeah, it's time for me to go to sleep. I'm tired as hell. Secrets. But yeah, I'll be back normal time tomorrow, everybody. Oh man, yeah, I'm about to go crash hard. It's gonna be an instant knockout. Thank you so much, Best Creator. I don't know if you're still in here, but thank you so much for the $30. Thank you everyone else who sent over a little something as well. It is much appreciated, as always, guys. There's a whole bunch of USDs and loonies and toonies being thrown around tonight. So thank you. I will see you all tomorrow, though. Good night.